As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. There's Dan Carpenter set to kick this one off. And off we go from Oakland. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
We ready? Red 18.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Murray had the 1,000-yard season in 2015, followed that up with 788 last year. Now also in the mix in Oakland, you had Washington, you had Richard. How do you see this backfield playing out going forward?
I think you'll see a similar combination going forward. I think that's one of the reasons that he dropped from a 1,000-yard runner to 788, because they had other options. They're able to bring in Washington, Richard. They can use different plays for those guys, a lot of versatility, and really upgrade their offense with an infusion of speed. But Latavius Murray, I think he'll still continue to be the lead guy out of that trio.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. Zebra. Zebra. Hello, baby. Alert. Alert.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
Here's Carr, airing one deep for Crabtree. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Carr. And now another one thrown incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And here's a look at the starting offense. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, it's McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Man, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll go with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this seemingly endless drive continues. The play clock's running down. Now Taylor, that's caught at the 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll see if they can pick it up here with a fullback Felton. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in. And the Bills have taken the lead. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to Murray on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
On second down, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They pitch it out to Murray. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50-plus. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
And here come the Bills. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
A big gain there for the Bills. 31 yards. Watkins alone on the left side. Taylor. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 190. 190. Ohio.
Again, it's Taylor. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay in the final seconds of the first half. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6. And the Bills will extend their lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Now Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Play clock winding down. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Watkins alone on the left side. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And the D looking like they may blitz. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
They go play action here on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Taylor over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, here's McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's got a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Gillisley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
So a big one there as that gives him a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. A big run that time by Murray. 57 yards on the ground. So Murray shows off his speed and explosiveness.
Latavius Murray was not a guy that people thought was going to be a big-time producer in the NFL. Boy, was everyone wrong. This is exactly what he does. Often, Latavius Murray knows how to get to the open field and pay it off.
Last year, one of 7 guys. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And now following that play, we've got a man down defensively, one of the members of the secondary. And we'll just hope he's all right to continue. Gillisley. And some room to roam now. And a cutback left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Gillisley, 29 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this? That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Carter Cooper. And even 60 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
We ready?
From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Bills are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll try and run this sweep to McCoy. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Ohio!
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust. Hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like, don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie. Go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap. Tell them break your neck. Go and bust a rhyme. Down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. I never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike, lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. I never come down, I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. I never come down, I never come down. Lose it.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Packers going up against the Bills. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right, Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Devontae Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end, that's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay.
Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
They run. It's Lacy. They tried to pound it in with Lacy. He comes up short. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And his first look is incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you used. Electric indeed. Dynamic, and this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
Now Taylor back into his end zone. Flushed out right. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Oh, man, my stomach hurts just watching this team call plays. I've heard of going for it on 4th down in the red zone, but not when you're inside your own.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Caught left side by Cobb. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it with Lacy. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now Rodgers throwing on. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He chucks him aside.
He thumped him.
Rashawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 75 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here we go with Lacy. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I am shocked that they could go for it there. Talk about a gutty call.
But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Eddie Lacy taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Taylor. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Taylor, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there. 3rd down here. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try again with McCoy. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They come out here in the eye. Third and goal. Can the offense punch it? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Corey Graham brings him down. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They come up in an offset eye. On third down, here's Lacy. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
319!
Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. A gain of 3, second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he comes back with one complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
Oh,
you know I like to do that randomly.
Do
AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play the prayer was answered.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's McCoy, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Taylor, and this one caught by Hunter over the middle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He leaps over him. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Gillislee. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and eat some clock with Lacey. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The defensive tackle, Kyle Williams, there for the stop. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
A good pickup there, a 22. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch it, all right.
The busy night continues for Lacey. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And complete, right side to Cook. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers with a give. It's Lacey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run it again with Lacey. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely.
Now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bills getting set to go. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Steelers. So with that, let's get up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's Dan Carpenter set to kick this one off. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now it's Roethlisberger, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 3rd and 4. 3rd down and 4.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a